Well, welcome back to iRacing, the continuing journey of Old Man Racing. Trevor Scott to most people at Lime Rock in the Ferrari once again. This is a second race after the last race being destroyed. I did pick up some safety rating but lost a fair whack of I rating. So this one came straight back up, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to jump straight in and see what I can do with it. I have qualified P2, which is pretty unusual for me to qualify reasonably well, sitting alongside Morgan Knudsen, who I'm pretty sure is an Australian guy. He's a fellow similar name anyway, floating around the place. And as I say, Lime Rock's a pretty good racetrack, so we'll see how we go with this one. Just want to survive it. Pick up a double green would be nice, and to recover some of the 95 safety rating that I lost last night would be wonderful. So, rolling start, 15 minutes.
Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going.
Let's take opportunity.
We'll see how silly they can be from behind, shall we? Got this little gap there. There he is. None of those that were in the last race where I ended up with a meatball flag are here.
The air temp is 20. This is a rolling start. Stay in the pole row in the left column.
Oh, and he starts the wheel already. Oh, Morgan. Oh, smart guy.
The safety car speed is 81 kilometers per hour.
I won't weave when someone's alongside me. It's too dangerous. Creates too many problems. I don't think it should be allowed. And I'm still not convinced that it makes a real lot of difference. Not rolling at these speeds.
Get ready, going green.
Where's he fucking gone?
Here we go.
Been cheap.
Green, green, green.
On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
Well, he hit me.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 32 Celsius.
Brake checking already. Still a little bit slippery, those tyres.
Trevor has just done a 52.27. Sectors 1 and 2 are quick. Sector 3 is 0.49 off the pace. Okay, Trevor, keep Tyler under pressure. He'll make a mistake.
I'm sort of betting on it at the moment. But his trouble is he's slowing me up.
That's a new fastest lap for Morgan, 51.92. Don't be distracted, defend your position. That lap was a 52.12. That's your best lap in this session.
I don't want him to get away, but I don't want him blocking anymore. Brake blocking, and I hate that.
New fastest lap for Morgan, 51.43. P2, the guy behind has just done a 51.76. There's an incident in left-hander.
Gotta stop
Looks like
overdriving
it's
here.
Sandman. The gap to Morgan ahead is now 0.6.
We're okay.
You've just done a 51.46. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go. Fastest lap for Morgan, 51.42. Your lap times are improving, this is good. Come on, find the gap. New fastest lap for Sandman, 51.20. Incident in left-hander. We think it might be Burnett.
Are he brake blocking? Brake blocking is not fair, you know, Morgan. I know I'm faster than he is.
That's a new fastest lap for Hughes, 51.18. The gap to Morgan in front is now 1.5.
Lost the draft, yeah.
That's half distance. Fuel levels are fine.
So he'll think he's won this fair and square. It's a brake check here that saved his butt. He could have won it fair and square if he hadn't been brake checking. I don't know that I can catch him now.
That lap time was 51.61. There's an incident in uphill chicane. It looks like Ruiz.
I can get him worried again.
Ferrari is pitting from P15. We think he'll come out close in front.
I don't want any more back markers. Bugger's caused me angst last run. I'm not going to put up with them again.
That's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here.
Don't lose tyres.
The gap in front is now 1.4. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 29 Celsius. Ruiz is pitting from position 14. We think he'll come out a little way behind you.
Yeah, he's starting to panic again.
Alright Trevor, you're reeling, Morgan, in. The gap is
Go on, make that mistake I know you can make.
New fastest lap for Sandman, 51.16.
Bugger. Overdrove it.
Keep it within the track limits.
I wasn't watching where I was, so I was watching him. D-driver mistake. Gives me 2 X's, bugger. Didn't want them.
The gap to Morgan ahead is increasing. It's now 1.1.
Oh, he's in the grass.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
No good through there. Just can't make any ground. Still brake checking. Fun to go. Here's where he's got to make his mistake, or I'm stuck in
Looks
second,
like it's Herrera.
which is fine.
Okay, Trevor, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. That was 51.87.
I don't trust him through there. No tyres left for that sort of carry on.
Well done, decent drive. That's the end of the session.
Good job. Very good job.
Well, we'll run around a few more laps just to Quinto tells me that you can pick up some extra I feel good about second. But his brake checking was not fair, but it seems to be the way of the world these days. You couldn't do it in V8 supercars, you'd be chucked out. But anyway. There was a fellow that used to do it in kart racing way back. If you got too close, he would actually brake check you really bad, go into the corner. Of course, karts, when they bog down, it's very hard to get out of that tight corner hole. He used to brake check you down into that hole, and then you couldn't get past him. You couldn't catch him. And then he would weave in front of you. no brake lights on go-karts, so you didn't know when or what he was doing. He'd slow down, you try to go past him, and it was just ridiculous. Oh, that's what that fellow was doing. Okay, let's get out and have a look at what did happen around. There was a little bit of... sure that it's going to be as good as I wanted it to be. What did annoy me with this fellow was his checking on the start. He wouldn't. He was... So we'll just go back a bit. So we were back here. And this was the start. So I'm holding up. The guy here in the blue car is wondering what's going on. The number one car, the pole sitter, was on the right, and he's holding back. And I'm having to hold back because if you're in front, and then he goes, boom, surging by just before the light went green. So not only is he a brake checker, but he's also a start cheat. Now, we got pretty close. I actually thought we were further apart than that, so there was a little touch. I sort of started to back on out of it, but I knew I had the inside turn here, so I hung on to it. And it worked pretty well, actually. We got through nicely. We had a good run. Not too sure how to find the right cameras here at the moment. So, it was a pretty nice run, actually. Went through here nice and clean. But the fellow out the front really wasn't playing fair when it comes down to it. We had a threat from behind as well, and I really thought he was going to be all over us, but I think he has an incident and ends up disappearing off into the distance. Let's have a look and see what has happened. So I went a little wide there. I thought the yellow car was going to be at me then, or the yellow and black car, but all is okay. Managed to keep it going through. But this opening lap was pretty interesting, and we were fairly tight. Gee, I hate this little S-bend here. That chicane, don't like it at all. Was able to close in on the fellow in front though, and just get that little bit of toe, which is pretty handy to have. Tyres are working well by now, and onto that big long front straight, but I wasn't able to tuck in behind close enough. Thought I'd have a nose out and let him know that I was there, just a bit of curb, but he was all over me, and then see the brake flashing. And that's where he started that. From there on in, he started flashing brakes and doing not the nicest things. Just checking the brakes. So you go in through here. This is where he's really bad at the brake check, because he knows you can't do anything about it. He slows right down and then accelerates out. By the time you accelerate out, he's got that little gap on you. We come back on with the right-hander again, which can be quick once your tyres are warm. And I was still watching the guy behind, just wondering when he was going to dive. But we were okay. Alright, what did happen elsewhere? Oh, well, that's very easy to do. And once you do that, you usually end up in the wall, which is exactly what the Ford did. That was Sammy Munoz yesterday, I think, in another race, and he's not the nicest person. He runs into the backy if he can't get through. Pretty bad rejoin there by that fellow in the 7. And that's where we lost Max Standman. He does a bit of whinging and whining later. Gets himself off and does the right thing and waits. Matt Burnett puts himself around. Yep. Unpronounceable Ferreira. And Marshall looking good. Oh, just ran straight into the back of him, takes the curbing. That hurts every time. Gregorio with a gay looking paint. What's he going to do? Yeah, bit of grass. Oh, look at that. No respect whatsoever. I know it's hard with one screen though, I must admit. Yeah, that was just going way too hard and too heavy. It's never going to work. And another one in the grass, and he runs into the back of it. Nicely done. There. He got his just desserts. Morgan. What's Morgan going to do here? He thought he gets in the grass there, and I thought, right, I can bundle him up, but he recovered well. He's starting to get a little bit untidy by now. All the others are gone, it was just us. But I was, really, to be honest, not only was I don't think I was going to catch him, I didn't want to get right on his tail because of the brake checking. So I was fairly happy with second, but I was wanting to be close enough to snap through if he got into the grass. And had a big slowdown, but it didn't happen. It was a nice little battle though, except for the brake checking and the start. The start was just ridiculously wrong. And that must be it. Everybody's slowing up, so that is it. Not a lot of incidents at all. Let's have a look at the results. The results are in, and, well, it's a little healthier. We picked up 0.13 in safety rating, puts us back to 2.4. Remember, yesterday we were about 3.5, so we've got a long way to go. And we did pick up some iRating, 81 iRating, so we're back to 1,172. Still got a long way to go to where we were yesterday. We were split 4 of 5 with a strength of field of 1,080. We started P2, we finished P2, we picked up 81 plus 13, and the, well, there you go, it's not the Aussie guy that I was thinking who was, he's Central Eastern Europe, so hence the tactics of brake blocking and the start tactics. So yeah, I honestly didn't expect that from an Aussie, so there you go. He ended up with 4 incidents, I ended up with 2, and that was due to him brake blocking me at the chicane there, so there you go. So all in all, it wasn't a bad sort of a race. We survived it well. Times, we were pretty close on times. My best lap was a 51.2, his was a 51.4, and 52.126 was my average. His average was a 52.047, so he had a better average time, but I had a better fastest lap. So there you go, and that was lap 13. So that's it. It was pretty good. Fastest lap actually went to Max Sandman of 51.160, and he ended up with 7 incident points, and he was in trouble earlier, and I'm pretty sure most finished. Oh, there was a few that didn't quite finish. So there it is. We're back on the trail to get back to 3.5 plus in safety rating, and looking for 2.5 if we can, or 2,500 with iRating. We're 1 week left in the season. I'm not too sure how we're going to go, but we'll give it our best shot. We were nearly there, and then, well, yesterday happened. I'll talk to you next time, all right?